Hi guys, so it's Monday today and Andrew is off work, so I thought I would do a little day in the life as we actually have things planned for once. And we have come to the farm for the first time with Wilf, and this farm holds like the most magical childhood memories. Should we go this way? Of literally my whole entire life. You've probably heard me mention it in a video before, but when I was really young, I was probably like 5 maybe, we came here to this farm and it was Christmas Eve and we saw loads of deer in like the woodlandy bit. Where are you going?
Where are you going?
I don't know, you've just stopped.
This is a dead end.
We saw loads of deer and then we heard jingle bells in the sky and I was so convinced it was Rudolph and his reindeer and he was coming to bring me all the presents and it was so exciting. So I'm really happy to be back here with Wilf, who is fast asleep, how typical. But we're going to have a nice little mooch around. I've got my sunglasses on because it's the first day of like nice springy weather and this week is meant to be perfect weather. I'm so excited. So yeah, we're just going to have a little mooch around. Sorry if you can see scratches on my sunglasses. Defo need to get some new ones. But yeah, we're going to go for a little stroll around now. And it's just nice to be here in the sunshine with Andrew and Wilf.
Is in a stream. The ocean called for you and me. Still, I'm in this game.
So we're walking down this weird little path bit now because if I remember rightly, like 20 years ago we're talking now, this is a bit where we walked down and it led to like a weird field that had deer in it. I don't know if it was a total fluke. Obviously it has been 20 years plus, so there's no guarantee they're there now, but we're doing some deer hunting, some deer stalking, aren't we? Wilf's still asleep, so we haven't seen tons of animals yet. We're trying to wait for him to wake up to go and see like the pigs and stuff. But yeah, can't believe what a beautiful day it is, and I'm hoping we see deer and I can relive my childhood. Oh, is someone waking up? Hello? Do you know where you are? You're at the farm. Oh. To wake up or to go back to sleep? Oh, hi, there he is. Does anyone remember these sticky little devils? Haven't seen these for a while, but they used to be completely stuck to my clothes at all times.
Touch one.
No joy on the deer hunting front, maybe another day. But Wilf is awake now. Are you enjoying the farm? Is there so much to see? Should we go and find the piggies?
Found one.
Oh, there's a little piggy. So yeah, I'm really sad about the deer. I have this weird thing since that moment where every time I see a deer, I cry, don't I?
Yeah.
It's really weird. Like one time we were driving to Harrogate and there's like a bit, where is it? On the way to Harrogate, you pass like, yeah, like near Harewood, and you like pass this bit and there's always deer there, and every time we go I cry and Andrew's like, oh my god, get a grip. They just bring out something very emotional in me and I'm pretty sure it must stem back to that moment. Ooh, off-roading. Llamas! Oh my god, there's llamas!
Too steep.
You can do it. You can do it. Are they alpaca or llamas?
I don't know.
It's getting a bit cloudy now. What are you saying? Tell me more. Really? Can you say llama? Llama. Come on, cheeky boy, you can do it. You're trying.
Fear, it's leaving now. I waited here but nothing came. So I close
So in typical Yorkshire weather fashion, the weather's turned. It's not raining yet, but I definitely think it looks like it's going to, doesn't it? So that's a bit rubbish, but we saw everything. We're on our way home now. We've got some errands to run on the way home, so we need to go to Tesco and get a few bits, and then we need to go to the new doctors that's near us, as we're trying to move doctors from our old one to this one, and we need to like take in ID and stuff, and then we'll be home, get some lunch, and we don't really have much planned for the afternoon. Andrew's hoping if the weather holds out he might be able to do a bit more on the garden, but it's not looking great at the moment, so we'll have to see if he manages that, and then yeah, no real plans really. So we are home now and feeling pretty productive after getting all our errands run. We've sorted out the doctors, so we're registered at a new doctor's, and it is so much nicer. Like the building itself so much nicer, but the people were so helpful, and at our old doctor's it was pretty awful. I don't know why we were there so long, but that's literally the doctors I've been registered at since I was born. Like I've always been to that doctor's, and I've always thought they were rubbish, but never moved. So we finally moved, so that feels good. Nipped Tesco, done a little shop. We didn't get tons of like food stuff, it was more for bits for Wilf, but I'll do a little like Tesco food haul anyway. And then we're going to have some lunch. Andrew's just giving Wilf his bottle in there. We're going to have some lunch, and then me and Wilf are just going to chill out, and I think Andrew is going to do some gardening if the weather holds out. The sun keeps coming in and then going out again, so it's looking a bit unsteady at the moment, but no rain, so that's always a winner. So we got Wilf some more Ella's Kitchen pouches. We have been kind of doing a mixture. I don't know why I've turned it round yet if I'm going to talk to you, but we have been doing a bit of a mixture of some baby-led weaning, so he's tried now like toast, banana, quite a few like finger foods. We're also doing homemade purees, so he's got quite a lot frozen, but then it's just really handy to have some like Ella's Kitchen nice ones in, you know, there's like no nasties in there for if we go out the house or we want to try him on kind of like a new flavour he's not had before without like batch cooking loads of stuff. That's what I've been doing a lot, so I'll like try him with flavours from a pouch, and then if he likes that I'll go and make like a big batch of it myself. So yeah, that's what we've been doing. It has been a bit of a step back this past week, to be honest. I don't know if I've mentioned it in any videos, but I think I've mentioned it on Instagram and on my Insta stories. Wilf has been a bit unwell the past week. He's had a cold, but a pretty bad one. He's had a few colds before, but this one was quite nasty, and he like went off his food, and he was even off his milk at one point, and he was just feeling very sorry for himself. He was miserable, but he seems to be getting his appetite back now, so stocked up on some new purees. That was a very long and rambly way to say I bought some more purees. So we've got 6 pouches. I think there were 6 for £5 or something at Tesco, and I tried to stick to the just veg ones. I got pea, broccoli and potato, sweet potato, broccoli and carrot. Oh, and then I got this one for him to try, which he's not had before, which is cauliflower cheese with butter beans. If he doesn't like cheese, I will honestly be heartbroken. Then we also got chickpea and sweet potato mashed with sweet corn. Also got squash, sweet potato and parsnip, and pumpkin, broccoli and sweet corn. So these ones are like super smooth from 4 months, although we started weaning Wilf at 6 months, and these two are like thick purees from 6 months, so these are a bit like more mealy. It was really naughty, and we got some Krispy Kreme donuts because we just saw them and was like yes. So I think this is white chocolate dream cake, what's that one, Nutella maybe, and I think that's Biscoff. So as you all know, I feel like I have this chat every time, and I'm like, I do Slimming World but not very well every time, but I do Slimming World like 50% of the time, I would say, honest at the moment. 50% of my meals are Slimming World friendly, 50% of the time I'm just like screw it and eat whatever I want. I stepped on the scales for the first time in over a month yesterday. I think the last time I weighed myself was 13th of March, and yesterday was the 15th of April, and I'm not gonna lie, I was expecting a really big gain. Half a stone I would have been quite pleased with, a stone I wouldn't have been surprised by, because I just feel like I've not been consistent. There have been some days where I've been absolutely fine and completely on plan, and then there's just some days, mainly Andrew's days off, where I've just eaten whatever I want. I think the problem is, tell me if you have this problem, ladies, men, boys, whatever you want to call them, seem to be able to eat so much and they put on no weight. So Andrew can snack all day every day and he doesn't really change, and I like look at Chip and I put on about a stone. So like that's my real issue, is that when Andrew's at work I'm fine, but if Andrew's off, if he's having snacks, I think I can have the same as him, when really my body is not so kind to me. But yeah, actually I stepped on the scales yesterday and in a month I've lost half a pound, which is obviously not a great weight loss, but I wasn't expecting any weight loss, so I'm blown away with that. So naturally, how am I going to treat myself with a Krispy Kreme donut? Not the best idea, but I was pretty pleased with that. I'm feeling quite pleased with myself, and it's actually made me feel a little bit motivated, despite the Krispy Kreme donuts, to start being a little bit better with Slimming World and trying to do it as much as I can, because that's really good. Half a pound when I was expecting a gain, I am over the moon with. But anyway, we've also got a bottle of wine. This is white wine, it's a Chardonnay. I don't like white wine. That is Andrew's, as he likes to have a little tipple when he's off work. We got these because they were half price, and these are the Tommy Tippy frozen food weaning little pots that are really good for like popping out frozen purees and things. And these were half price, so I think they were £2.50. Got another one of Wilf'S milk. We used Cow and Gate. Got 2 of the Cow and Gate creamy porridges, as I think they were £2.50 each, or 2 for £3. A new hand soap for the bathroom, as we've run out. Andrew treated himself, crazy thing, to a stainless steel weeder for the garden. I got some Easy Cook long grain and wild rice. I really like wild rice, and we're making like a mushroom stroganoff tonight, so I thought that would be delicious. And then I got 2 packs of 6 to 9 month sleeveless bodysuits, as since we started weaning Wilf, his poos, TMI, but it's poo explosion left, right and centre, especially if he goes in the jumperoo. My God, do not put him in any nice clothing in the jumperoo. The amount of vests I've like had to throw out because they are beyond salvageable is ridiculous, and we hardly have any in 6 to 9 months. So just picked up a couple of packs of plain white ones. I thought I'd got 1 short sleeve pack and 1 long sleeve, but it seems I picked up 2 short sleeves, but it is meant to be warming up now, so that should be fine. Yeah, and that's everything for the haul. We're going to have some lunch now. I am going to have last night's leftover spinach and ricotta cannelloni, which I cooked. It was a Jamie Oliver recipe and it was beautiful. And I think Andrew's got some leftover chicken he wants to have. So that's the plan, and I'll check in a little while when I know what we're doing this afternoon. We've just put Wilf down for a nap in his big boy cot for the first time. He normally just naps on us, so we thought we'd try putting him down in his proper cot in his nursery with his big sleepy head in. He's currently wide awake. Hopefully he might drift off in there, but we will see. Oh, he looks like the devil, look at his eyes. This is the current situation. There have been tears. Actually, he seems to be settling a bit now. But actually, I'm not entirely convinced on how I feel about this monitor. If you can hear it, the sound keeps going in and out, and I feel like the signal's really rubbish. And our house isn't a big house at all, is it? It's just like a standard like 3-bedroom house. It's not big at all. We do have, it's a really old house, so the walls, like the stone's really thick, but I don't think that should really affect it, especially when you're spending this much on a monitor. Do you? I don't.
I'm not impressed.
Not impressed, are we? Hopefully when he goes into his own room properly, we'll bring in the movement monitor, and hopefully that'll make it feel more worthwhile. But at the moment, I'm not really impressed. The sound shouldn't be cutting out like that. I feel that makes me worry because I don't feel like that would wake me up in the night. I don't know whether we've got a dodgy one or what. I don't know. He looks like he's drifting off now, to be fair. He's like tossing and turning a bit to try and get to sleep. So hopefully he will drift off. But yeah, let me know if you have this monitor what you think of it, because I am not particularly impressed with it for the money. The jury is out. Can you show us some tricks? Can you go bouncy, bouncy, bounce? A bounce, bounce, bounce. A bouncy, bouncy, bounce. A bounce, bounce, bounce. Go on, what can you do? This thing has to be the most hideous thing ever. But do you like it now? Do you like it? Is it fun? Mummy hates it clogging up her living room, but if it means you'll be happy, bunny, we'll just take it, it's fine. Do you like it? Oh yeah. If anyone's wondering and wants a similar monstrosity in their house, this is a baby Einstein jumperoo type thing. It's got like 4 stations. It's quite good because you can like spin this bit round. They can face whichever bit they like them best. Well, it's very musical, so you like this one, don't you? Yeah. But yeah, it is pretty huge and pretty hideous. Everyone's a winner. Yes, they are. So I hope you don't mind the CBeebies in the background. Wilf is just being entertained by CBeebies and his jumperoo. But I thought I would quickly show you, I finally invested in an at-home gel manicure set and I am so happy with it. It was only £20 from Amazon. I obviously bought this with my own money. But I'm just so impressed, I had to tell you. Back when I was working, I used to get my nails done all the time. It was like my little treat to myself. I'd get my nails like gel done But when I stopped working, that was one of the things that we were just like, cannot justify that cost anymore. And I'd seen these sets before, but I thought, how good can they be, or why would people pay to get their nails done? But literally, these look exactly how they look when I got them done before anyway, because I don't like anything fancy, I just like a plain colour. So this was the set I got. I'll link it below if you're interested, but it was literally £20. Comes with like all the files and everything you need. This is the little light, it is quite small. And the only downside about it is you have to like plug it into a USB to charge it. So it has to be like plugged in to use it. But for 20 quid you can't complain. And then you get like 5 colours with it and a base and top coat, which are those. And then I also bought like a little like extra set with some other colours in it. It's not the best variety of colours, but I've had this on like a week now. And I don't have a single chip, and my nails chip so easily normally. So if any of you are looking for an at-home gel manicure set, I completely recommend this one. I'll link it below. As I mentioned, not like being sent this or anything. I just really am impressed, genuinely impressed with it for 20 quid. I'm so impressed. So yeah, just thought I'd show you that because I feel like the world needs to know about it. Why spend £30–40 getting your nails done when you can get a set for 20 quid and do them as many times as you want. So yeah, that is that. Oh, I'm exhausted now because Wilf has been a little bit grumpy this afternoon. Andrew's been out most of the afternoon doing his gardening stuff and I have been on Wilf entertainment duty. And I think I might leave this day in a life there so I can get it edited and uploaded this same evening, real time so to speak. So yeah, don't mind me, just beached here like a beached whale, but I think I'm going to leave it there. I hope you've all had a fabulous day and I will see you later in the week with another video. Bye guys!